Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Diane Robbins. She went missing in 1985 in Kennewick, Washington. She was 13 years old, 5'2", and 90 pounds. Brown hair, brown eyes. She has a 1-inch scar on her forehead, and she is of Vietnamese descent. So, she left her family's residence in Kennewick, Washington, June 18, 1985, to visit friends in Seattle. She joined a 21-year-old friend, Molly A. Purdin, sometimes referred to as Molly Purdin-Clary, sometime during the day. Both females were last seen in King County, Washington in late afternoon hours. And there's a photograph of Molly posted up top. Molly's body was found a month later, July 1985, off Index-Galena Road near Milepost 8 in King County. She was a victim of homicide. She had been raped and killed. Somebody had hit her in the head and killed her with something. But there was no trace of Diane, and she's never been heard from again. She was presumed to be a runaway until they found that Molly's body. So, and the few years around the time of Molly's murder and Diane's disappearance, there's been about a dozen other women in their teens and 20s that went missing from the area, and then it mentions a couple of their names. It says that some of them had links to prostitution, although Diane was not one of those. She was really young. Authorities believe a serial killer operating in the Seattle area was responsible for at least some of the women's disappearances. Diane is the offspring of a white American soldier. Anyway, it talks more about them. It says, when she was 12 years old, Diane told her mother her father had sexually abused her. Ellsworth was convicted of the crime, and Nancy separated from him. It was approximately a year later that Diane disappeared. Nancy, her mother, died by suicide in 1991. I guess, that's a lot to deal with. Her older brother, Steve Robbins, lives in Michigan and is now a motivational speaker and a university professor. She also has several maternal relatives living in Vietnam. Foul play is suspected in Diane's disappearance due to the circumstances involved in her case. And then we're going to look at some Jane Does and stuff and other people that went missing. See, this drawing is an early drawing, and when I look at it, to me it looks a lot like her. Although this person was found 1 to 3 in January 1986. They were found in January 1986, so 6 months later, and they believe that she was killed 1 to 3 years prior. But I don't know, where did they get that sketch? It says age is 14 to 19, and she was only 13, and they believe she was 5'4", but I don't know. So to me, this is the one that looks more like her, but I don't know if it's her or not. And it talks about where the person was in one person. They had put her body in one place and then moved her body to another place so that her remains were found out in 2 different places. Gary Ridgway, the Green River killer, admitted to killing her and is serving a life sentence for her murder, but I don't know. And then it talks about different places she might have lived before. So I don't know if it's her or not, but the sketch looks so much like her right here. So that's why I was thinking. So, and then this is one of the other girls I mentioned that went missing in 1990, who was 16 years old. So she was brought home to a residence before she disappeared. She had apparently run away, and police found her and returned her. She ran away again. She's never been heard from again. So, and then it talks about the other girls that went missing. And then this girl also went missing, and she was 19 years old. And this is the person, I believe, that killed her, I guess. So she left her apartment. She went to go visit a co-worker that lived in the same apartment complex. They planned to go to a party. And then it talks about the other women as well. And the authorities announced that somebody known as the Candyman, Jesse Pratt, and he's serving a life term in prison for the murder of another Seattle woman, and he had kidnapped a girlfriend, so I don't know. And then there is this girl, and see, she was found in Texas, though, and they believe she was killed like 6 months to a year before, and she looks a lot like her as well. But she was at least 17 years old, it says. But she's the right height. She's got the right hair. So I don't know. And then there's some, because I don't think they would, if they left the one girl right out in the open that was with her, I don't know why they would hide the other one very well. And this person, and I wanted you to see, like, this person went missing in, this is Jane Doe in Texas in 1985, December 16th. This is another one in Texas. This is another one in Texas. And here we have one in California in 1986, another one in California in 1986, another one in California in 1987, and another one in California in 1989. And then my computer freezes up. Florida, 1988. Florida, 1989. And another one in Florida, 1980. Oh, no, that's New Jersey. I'm going to kick that one out of here. But, so I don't know what they did with her remains, but I am betting she's one of the Jane Does, because I don't think they would have hid her body. If the other girl was found, I don't know why they would hide the second girl so much better. Because the first one, they found her on the road near Milepost 8. So, I don't know. But that sketch looked a lot like her to me. This sketch right here, it was an early sketch, and I don't know where they got the sketch. If somebody told them what she looked like to give them a sketch, or I don't know. It just looks so much like her. And it was found in Washington, so I thought, well, maybe. And this girl went missing in Seattle, Washington. She was 16. This girl was 19, and this girl is a Jane Doe that was maybe 17 to 26. And this was Texas, 1985, a Jane Doe. And this is a Jane Doe who was 12 to 16 years old, who was in Texas in 1986, days to over a week prior. And this young lady was 15 to 35 years old. They're not sure of her age. Killed 2 to 8 months before she was found. So, and then we have this one. At least 10 years prior, possibly longer though. This one's 1986. But another place it says 5 years before. So to me it could have been 1981 or before that. And then we have this one, 1986, was killed the day before. She's only 13 to 20 years old. They're not sure what color she is, but black was excluded. She's 5'2" to 5'5", 100 pounds. So, wow. It's just really sad. And this one, she's 5'1" to 5'3", and she's only 13 to 18 years old. And she was in California, and she was killed. And then we have another one, and she was in California, and she was 12 to 15 years old, and she was 5'3". And this is an unidentified, these are Jane Does that people have never identified. This one's in Florida, 1985 to 1986. She was killed. And she was 11 to 25 years old, and she was 5 foot to 5'4". So these are unidentified females. And this one isn't a body, it's just pictures that they have. So it says 15 to 16 years old. And this was 4 hours and 7 minutes, Kennewick, Washington to Federal Way. If she went from Kennewick to, I don't know why I have Federal Way. Oh, that's the first place the body was dumped. The remains, these remains were first located, and then they were moved. And they were first located in that area. Right there. So it could have been somebody from Seattle. I don't know. Or going towards Seattle. I'm not sure. I don't know which way they were headed when they got a ride. And this girl was found. The first girl was found. I don't know where that is. She was found. King County. King County. So we will add King County. So if we add a destination and we add King County, Washington. Where is it? Oh, wow. See, that's right there. So the one girl was found right here. So this could easily be her. This could easily be the other girl because the one girl she was with was found here. And if we move this up here, easily. So they were picked up here. Is that right? It can't be right. Yeah. I'm going to move this. So they were both picked up in Kennewick, Washington, right? They were picked up here. And the other girl was raped, held, head and killed and dropped here. And then this one, the Jane Doe, was found in Federal Way. And the this girl with her picture right here. She was found here. So this Jane Doe to me could easily be this girl right here. And I would think it is. I know they said blonde hair. They think she has blonde hair, but I don't know. I have relatives with blonde hair, so, and I don't have blonde hair. I have a lot of relatives with blonde hair, and my hair is brown. I have a lot of Indian in my relatives too, so, but then there's a lot of people with blonde hair. So, yeah, she was a victim of homicide, raped and killed. Purdin, her name was Purdin. Molly. So, Molly and Diane were both picked up in Kennewick. And then Molly was found in King County. And then another Jane Doe was found here. So easily the other Jane Doe that was found there, the first location, some of her remains were found here. So easily it could have been, even though it says 1 to 3, 14 to 19, and she's only 13, she could have been, it could be her, because I didn't see any 13-year-old. And it says 5'4", but, and this says 5'2", but I still think it's her. I think it's her, I really do. I don't think they have, everything is exactly right. I don't know if it's not exactly right here, or if it's not exactly right here, but look at how she looks, and then we'll look at the sketch. Now look at the sketch, right? And you can see the lips and the nose and things and the eyes. So, but now look at the sketch and look at her. Easily. Even looking at this picture and looking at the other one, it could easily be her. I think it's her. I do, I really do, because the one's found here and the other one's found here, and how far away is that? If we get rid of this destination and we find out how far away were they found, it's less than an hour. Less than an hour away. The one Jane Doe is found less than an hour away of where the other girl's remains were found. So I really believe it's her. And what are your thoughts on that? Please feel free to leave comments and let me know what you think. And thank you so much for tuning into my channel. And don't forget to pray for all these people that have suffered so much. I mean, what a horrible life. She was molested, and then she got away from that, and then she was probably killed after that. And anyway, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.